In this video I will show you how to replace the water pump in 1999 to 2006 Chevrolet Silverado trucks equipped with 4.8, 5.3, and 6-liter engines. These steps are similar for the Chevrolet Tahoe, Suburban, and GMC Yukon. Park the vehicle on a flat surface, set the emergency brake and place blocks behind and in front of the rear wheels for safety. When the engine temperature is cold, remove the coolant reservoir cap to release any pressure that the cooling system might have. Locate the radiator drain plug located on the bottom right of the radiator. Place a drain pan under the vehicle and loosen a drain plug by turning it in counterclockwise rotation to drain the coolant. Loosen the clamp of the air intake hose that connects to the throttle body with a flathead screwdriver. Next, loosen the clamp on the side that connects to the air filter in the same way. Pry and disconnect the clamp holding the upper radiator hose with a flathead screwdriver and remove the air intake hose. Pull up the hose that is attached to the fan shroud. To remove the upper hose from the radiator, using adjustable pliers, press the tabs of the clamp and slide it back to release and pull the hose by hand. Disconnect the side of the radiator hose that connects to the water pump in the same way and remove the radiator hose. Remove the plastic retainers that fasten the fan shroud using a prying tool or a flat screwdriver. Remove the two screws that hold the top of the fan shroud with a 10 mm socket and a ratchet and proceed to remove the upper section of the fan shroud from the vehicle. Remove the fan clutch by turning it in a counterclockwise direction. Note, you may need to use a holding tool to keep the water pump from turning when loosening the fan shroud. Locate the serpentine belt routing diagram before removing the belt. If the diagram is missing, draw it out in a piece of paper. Using a 15 mm socket and a ratchet, turn the tensioner clockwise and remove the serpentine belt. Remove the 3 bolts holding the tensioner with a 15 mm socket and a ratchet and remove the tensioner. Next, remove the 2 hoses from the side of the water pump and the outlet from the thermostat in the same way that you removed the upper hose from the radiator by pressing on the tabs of the clamps using adjustable pliers and sliding them back and pulling the hoses by hand. Remove the 2 screws that hold the thermostat with a 10 mm socket and a ratchet. Remove the 6 bolts holding the water pump using a 10 mm socket and a ratchet, 3 from the left side and 3 from the right side as shown in the pictures 17 and 18. Remove any remaining gasket material that may have stuck to the engine using a utility knife or scraper before installing the new water pump. Install the new water pump and remaining components in the reverse order they were removed, making sure that all bolts and clamps are tightened properly. Fill the engine cooling system with the appropriate type and the correct amount of antifreeze. Install the radiator cap but do not tighten it completely. Start the engine and pay attention to the engine temperature. If the needle starts to rise above the middle, shut the engine off, let it cool down, and add more antifreeze if necessary. Repeat this process 2 or 3 times until all the air contained in the engine's cooling system has been purged. Check for coolant leaks and fully tighten the radiator cap. That's how simple it is to replace the water pump on Chevrolet Silverado 1500 trucks from 1999 to 2006.